Hi there. Well, it's not even past Thanksgiving yet, but lo and behold, Megan is already looking towards the holiday spirit. She already told us all about how Archie no longer believes in Santa Claus, and can you believe it? She has actually been out sleigh riding with Archie. Yeah, in 2019. Let's look at this. Sadly, I think she tells that story thinking that it's a sign of Archie's intelligence rather than seeing it the way we do, which is that it's the disillusionment of a child. But here we go. We have Meghan Markle spends quality time with her son as she takes Archie for a sleigh ride in the snow. I guess there are treetops glistening and children listening to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Meghan Markle was caught sharing an adorable moment with her son, Prince Archie, in footage released as part of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex Netflix deal. So this was published just November 26, 2024. Meghan Markle was seen laughing and smiling as she spent some one-on-one time with her son, Prince Archie. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have spent the holidays in America over the past few years, but they took a trip to Canada during the festive period in 2019. Harry and Meghan and Archie spent Thanksgiving and Christmas of that year in a secluded property on Vancouver Island. Footage from the trip showed Archie giggling as he played in the snow with his mom. The video was released as part of Harry and Meghan's Netflix docuseries. In the adorable clip, Meghan was seen pulling her son along the snow in a red wooden cart as he enjoyed his first ever sleigh ride. Archie, who was just 6 at the time, was just 6 months at the time, was wrapped up warmly in a mini Bowden Panda snowsuit. Gotta get some merching in there. So basically, the last time we can tell for sure that Meghan spent some quality time one-on-one with her son was when he was 6 months old. And I hate to break it to him, that kid does not look all that happy. In fact, that kid also doesn't look anything like the Archies that we have seen. Do please let me know down in the comments whether or not you think that Archie is in fact the child in the sleigh, and whether or not you think that this is Meghan filmed to be pulling him in said sleigh. Meghan looked super stylish, wearing a hooded parka coat with black fitted jeans. Those jeans look blue to me. She completed her look with a pair of brown boots and a black woolen hat. Describing the Canada vacation, Meghan said in the documentary, "I just loved being there. It was just so peaceful. You could breathe for a minute." Shortly after the trip, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced their decision to step down from the royal family. And why they show her in that horrific red dress next to this, I have no idea. But the sad thing is, that photo makes her look worse than she did look that day. Anybody else think that maybe that child snowsuit company are the only ones that she can get to be a sponsor for? The video of Archie and Meghan has resurfaced after the Suits actress gave a glimpse inside her plans for Christmas this year. She made the comments as she hosted a special dinner for Afghan women who had relocated to California and were receiving support from the Welcome Project. During the dinner, Meghan told Marie Claire, "At first, I think as a mom with children, you're just enjoying having them there. But they're not understanding everything that's happening yet. But now we're at the age where I just can't wait to see it through their lens every year." Yet, she told us that already Archie doesn't believe in Santa. So how much are you seeing through their lens if he no longer believes in the magic that is Christmas? I mean, it almost seems like she just really can't keep her story straight anymore. She also said there are always plenty of fun activities for her family to do over the holidays. Like any other family, you spend time having a great meal, and then what do? Play games, all the same stuff, Meghan explained. Wow. And doesn't that just sound exactly like what we saw from Catherine's video? Meghan had to steal from the woman who was giving a video about her life and her affirmation of life and family and love after a battle with cancer. That's what Meghan is reduced to, stealing that storyline and stealing that image. The Duchess of Sussex then revealed she and Harry have created special traditions for Archie and Lily. These include sharing Thanksgiving recipes and leaving carrots out for the reindeer on Christmas Eve. Wow! Does she leave cookies for Santa? Oh no! She doesn't have to anymore because Archie doesn't believe in Santa. Too bad. I mean, basically, the carrots are just for Lily? Is that what we're going with here? Now, if that article didn't convince me in and of itself of Meghan's desperation, there is another one out there that was also just published, hot off the presses, that shows just how desperate this woman has become. And that is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry leaving the U.S. not an option, following a Prince Archie update. Now, that's Nana, and I believe that is NT Lawyer. I could be wrong, correct me if I am. But this article is based on an interview he did with Nana about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And I apologize if you hear an occasional whine from my dog Guinness. He is sitting next to me, and I am out of his regular chew bones and offering him an alternative substitute, and he's just not happy with it. He's perfectly fine. He's just whining. So I apologize if he does. Duke and Duchess of Sussex have made it clear they will not leave their U.S. home without a legal battle. Well, as far as truth, I believe that is true. They will not leave their U.S. home in Montecito without a legal battle, because that could be in their future. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry leaving the U.S. is not an option, following a Prince Archie update, a royal insider has claimed. Prince Harry and Meghan are standing firm in their determination to remain in California despite the potential deportation threats from Donald Trump. So we're supposed to assume from this that Harry is in the U.S.? I don't believe it. Not for a second. Point, I wouldn't be surprised if the person that took the photo of Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi in the British pub was, in fact, Prince Harry. I suspect if it were up to the palace, he would have been advised to stay away from them at all possible costs. Harry and Meghan feel at home in California, and they won't be leaving there without a fight, another insider added, highlighting the couple's resolve to maintain their U.S. residence. The Sussexes, who relocated to the United States in 2020 after stepping back from royal duties, have established themselves in the affluent coastal community of Montecito. The couple's roots in America run deep, with their children's education playing a crucial role in their decision to stay. Meghan is a U.S. citizen, and Archie has just started a new school, so to leave the place they call home isn't even an option, a source continued to tell The Express. I wonder if Meghan realizes that deportation is not conditional on the willingness of the spouse to accompany the deportee. I mean, if he's told that he's deported, what she wants and what she plans to do is completely irrelevant. I wonder about that last sentence. Meghan is a U.S. citizen and Archie has just started a new school. So my question is, shouldn't Archie and Lily also be citizens? Like, why mention Archie starting a new school? To be honest, if he's in kindergarten, if ever there's a time to switch schools, that would be, a good time to do it. It wouldn't be a time that would be necessarily, harmful socially or anything like that. So if Archie and Lily are also citizens, why didn't you just say Meghan and the kids are citizens? And the question that I have is whether or not, in order for Archie to claim any sort of dual citizenship, did they have to apply for that? And in the application process, would there have had to have been some way to prove he existed? Do you know what I'm asking? I don't know if that's a thing, but I find that very curious that she put it on him starting a new school rather than on his own citizenship status. unless he doesn't have that status. And obviously, that's presuming they exist. The Sussexes have assembled a formidable legal team to protect their interests in the U.S. They have a very good legal team, and they have a lot of support behind them to ensure that they will be able to remain in the United States. Trump had previously stated he wouldn't protect Harry, claiming the Duke betrayed the Queen. It almost feels like they're putting it out into the news, making it kind of like a point of record that the reason Harry might flee the country is the election of Donald Trump, as opposed to more serious issues that might have been forcing that decision upon him. It seems that the people in Hollywood who are afraid of potential prosecution are rather quickly willing to use as an excuse for them leaving the country the election of Trump. I believe, it's my opinion, that they're leaving for a very different reason. Take Ellen DeGeneres, for example. She left the country, made it perfectly public that she was doing so. I don't think it was all because of Trump. Ellen called Diddy Cuddle McSnuggle stuff one time. Clearly they were pretty close. Prince Harry's immigration status remains a contentious issue, with the 40-year-old royal currently involved in legal proceedings. To the best of my knowledge, Harry isn't involved in the legal proceedings. The plaintiff is the Heritage Foundation, and the defendant is the Department of Homeland Security. The fact that they are arguing over Harry's particular visa doesn't make him a part of the legal proceedings. His admissions of past DRUG use in his memoir Spare, including X, Y, and Z, could potentially affect his visa status. The Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank, challenged Harry's visa records, though a judge recently ruled they should remain confidential. Harry and Meghan are not fazed by the comments Trump made because they believe they have done everything correctly, said the source. Recent reports suggest Trump's unexpected victory had sent the Sussex into a tailspin due to his previous deportation threat. I bet it did send them into a spin. But I don't believe that it was... I bet it did send them into a spin. But I don't think it had anything to do with deportation. I agree that the documentary that's supposed to come out on December 3rd, I think it is, in fact, coming from Harry and Meghan. So we were all pretty much duped on that, it seems. Allegedly, in my opinion. And finally, I'm not sharing this whole article. I'm just sharing the headlines because the article was just ridiculous. But I thought that the headline was kind of humorous. Meghan Markle never wants to be involved with the royal family, but Prince Harry may be ready to forget, author claims. In a new book, Harry expresses readiness to move past family differences, while Meghan has no desire to return to the UK. The couple plans to release a Netflix series about polo, showcasing elite players' lives and competitions. What does the polo series have to do with whether or not she's going to ever be forgiven by the royal family? They just have to plug it in whenever they can. I think things are unraveling pretty quickly now for Meghan. I think she's definitely in panic mode. But I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please put them down in the comments. Thank you very much for listening, and do keep dancing.
Dancing in